The African Democratic Congress, ADC, has criticized the Kaduna State Police Command for its response to the violent disruption of the party's inauguration in Kaduna. Violence broke out on Saturday at the inauguration of a transition ADC committee formed by opposition parties in Kaduna. Suspected thugs invaded the venue, attacking participants and damaging property. In a statement issued in Abuja on Sunday, the party's National Publicity Secretary, Bolaji Abdullahi, accused the police of attempting to criminalize legitimate police activity and prejudge the ADC by linking it to political gangsters and claiming the gathering was unauthorized.
The ADC rejected the blanket suspension of unauthorized gatherings announced by the Kaduna police, describing it as an overreach. Abdullahi demanded a review of the police statement, a transparent investigation, and an explanation for the absence of officers during the attack. He reaffirmed the party's commitment to peaceful, issue-based politics. Now, join us this morning to discuss this is a witness and victim of Saturday's attack. He's also a member of the African Democratic Congress in Kaduna, Ibrahim Sanusi. A warm welcome to you and thanks for joining us on Breakfast Central.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Now, Ibrahim, could you kindly walk us through the events of Saturday? Tell us what happened from the event and when the violence broke out and why.
Thank you very much. On Saturday, our national leader, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, was in Kaduna to inaugurate some ADC working committee here in the state. So initially, the venue was locked down by the Nigerian police force, saying that we should not hold the event. So later on, when Malam Nasir arrived at the event, they later opened the venue and we started our activities peacefully. So later on, talks start to jump through the fence and through the gate while police were watching them. So the situation now escalated very quickly. They start throwing chairs, beating people. In fact, about 5 people have been injured and several vehicles were destroyed. Details of Malam Nasir El-Rufai tried to calm the situation, and Assistant Commissioner of Police came there and he didn't even order them to stop. In fact, he was querying Malam Nasir El-Rufai's detail that why we are they trying to shoot people, that they should use tear gas. And at that time, they don't have anything. So we are surprised that what are all these police doing there? Seeing these thugs beating people and ravaging everywhere. So to some extent that you have to round up the event and go back to Malam Nasir's residence. Before you know it, we saw a press statement from Nigerian Police Force Kaduna Command saying that Malam Nasir El-Rufai held an event without informing them, and he led talks and things escalated. And this press statement was carried out without any investigation, without inviting us to give our own side of the story. So to some extent, we think the Nigerian Police Command are complicit because it is their jurisdiction to protect lives and properties of citizens, regardless of our political parties. So it's a very touching event. I have to dispose the cloth I'm wearing because it was littered with blood everywhere.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, and we're sorry that you had to witness this very uncomfortable and dangerous situation. You mentioned earlier that at some point in the meeting there were thugs who started to jump the fence and then disrupt the meeting. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did they come with any weapons?
Yeah, they come with machete and all sorts of knives and this what we used to call gario in Hausa. They were very armed dangerously.
And when they came in, did they go and start attacking people directly?
Yes, initially they sat down and camouflaged like they are party members. Then they now start throwing chairs at the high table. and start beating people. In fact, most of the victims were women.
Wow. Okay, we'll come back. There are a few more details we want to clarify as regarding what happened on that day, but we're going to break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation.
Welcome back to Breakfast Central, and we're currently speaking with Ibrahim Sanusi, a member of the ADC in Kaduna State and a witness to the disruption and scuffle and, attack on members of the ADC during a parley in Kaduna State over the weekend. Now, Ibrahim, just before we went to the break, my colleague was trying to, I guess I'll just...
I was trying to get the details of how exactly everything unfolded. I remember you saying that the thugs came in, tried to blend in at first and sat down like they were part of the party, and after a while they started throwing chairs at some people. You said they came with knives, machetes, and you said then they started attacking some women. You also did mention at some point that Malam Nasir El-Rufai had to intervene and that he got into a conversation with the police. Talk to us again. I want you to expand further, because you had mentioned something about asking why are they shooting instead of using tear gas. Who was shooting?
So, you have to look at the series of events that happen. It's not a coincidence, because at first, early in the morning, police locked the venue, saying that we should not hold the event. And then after Malam Nasir El-Rufai arrived and asked them some questions, they have to open the venue. So when the chaos started, the details of Malam Nasir El-Rufai tried to calm the situation and shoot in the air, because they are trying to protect people. Then an assistant commissioner of police came there without his name tag and was now querying the details that why was he shooting, why didn't he use tear gas, which they were not provided with. So after then, Malam Nasir El-Rufai now tried to round up the event, and we now left the venue. Even in the course of leaving the venue, so to be chased and beaten by the same thugs. While there are more than 10 police vehicles in that place, they didn't do anything, they didn't take action. There are videos on social media, you can see police were standing while all these things are happening. So we are very curious. The police there to protect the lives and properties of people, or were they there just to intimidate our members?
Now, what kind of message do you think these attackers were trying to send? And has this typically been the atmosphere in Kaduna State politics, where opposition isn't free to have meetings? And is this a regular occurrence or a one-off situation?
So actually, since the tenure of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, during his tenure, we don't used to see this kind of thuggery in politics. But after he left, we don't know what happened, what changed. Suddenly, Kaduna is becoming a very toxic place for politicians and especially for opposition. Because before the by-election that happened in Zaria, we went to Zaria to campaign for SDP member that is for the by-election. And we were attacked at 6 different locations. We were attacked before entering Zaria. We were attacked at Samaru, several places. And now this week, this happened. So it's a very sad situation. And I think if this continues to happen, democracy is going to die in Kaduna, and people who are going to lose their lives and properties.
You know that You had mentioned that the police were there and they did nothing. The police had also...
Yes, they were there.
Okay, and the police had also said that they were not informed, right?
So, I think the police need to go back to their Police Act and the Nigerian Constitution. Every Nigerian citizen have a right of association.
Yes, Ibrahim Sanusi, if you're with us, I believe I can hear you.
Okay, you don't have to inform police before you have any activities. But normally we do that out of courtesy, not because it is their jurisdiction or anything.
All right. So what will be the next steps going on forward from here for the ADC?
So actually, we are liaising with our leaders, both at state level, state and national. And yesterday, one of our members have filed a petition against the Nigerian police, the IGP, and the Kaduna State Police Commissioner. But we are going to wait till on 6th when the court will resume from their vacation, and we'll see what will happen next.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing this with us and, basically letting us know what happened. We hope that we can get a broader picture, not just from the ADC, but also from the police, and we can ensure that this kind of incident doesn't occur again. But as a quick follow-up as well, you mentioned some people were injured. Do we have updates on the injured? How many people were injured? Are they still in the hospital? Who's taking care of their medical bills?
So actually, I only have information about few people who have been recovering. They are currently taking medication at home.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim Sanusi, once again for your time.
All right, thank you.